Hey, welcome back to Dynasty Watch. It's your co-host Christian,
And I'm your co-host Armand.
and today we'll be talking about episode 3 of Welcome to Derry called Now You See It. We'll be today doing, we'll be giving our reviews about it, and we'll just be talking about what we think about the episode and some theories about it. But for the start, we're gonna do non-spoilers. Then we'll get into the spoilers. So if you haven't seen the episode, don't watch it. So we'll begin our spoilers, and then at the end we'll be doing a movie tier list about Spider-Man because me and my co-host Armand have seen all the Spider-Man movies that have came out, so we could give somewhat a fair tier list about it. So it will be a good debate at the end of it. And yeah, that's it basically. So we're gonna start off the episode, and I'm gonna pass it over to my co-host Armand.
All right. What did you? So what rating would you give this episode?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I think I like it more than the second one.
You liked it more than the second one?
I might. It's just okay. I'll say this. There's specific scenes that I didn't like. I kind of like found kind of weird, and then a specific scene we'll get into. We'll probably talk about just like the way they like showed it. If you know what I'm talking about, like the
I know what you're.
yeah. I
Okay, I
guess
get what you mean.
I guess you could. I guess it's not really spoiling it, but I guess like the CGI. If
Yeah.
you know, if you
Yeah.
know what scene, if you know what scene, if you know what scene, you know what scene I'm talking about. That I didn't really enjoy, but I do think like just like I don't know, but I think I found it more enjoyable than the second one. I feel like we just saw more of like everything, in my opinion. But if I had to give like a fair rating, because I gave the episode two, I get 8.5, right? 8.5.
Yeah. So episode 2 you gave an 8.5, and episode 1 you gave a 9.
Okay, if I'm going based off my what I think about it, I'll give it like I'm not gonna give it a 9. Again, I think episode 1 is probably gonna be untouchable until towards the end, just because of how high they set the standard. If I said episode 2 is 8.5, I think I'll get episode 3 an 8.7. I think it's in the middle between the both, in my opinion. I found it really enjoyable.
So you're giving it an 8.7.
Yeah, I think 8.7, 8.7. I think if I think it's not better than the first one, but I think it's better than the second one. I think right in the middle will probably be the fair rating I'll give. But what about you? What do you think about it?
Um. So I'll be honest. I also liked the episode
Mhm.
more. Um. I actually didn't think I going into the episode I didn't think I was going to, especially with something they chose to do in the beginning that I wasn't particularly really happy with, but I didn't it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't something I was hoping to happen, but I feel like the scares weren't as scary in this one. That did bring it down for me. But the mystery and story they told in this one got me much more interested in what they're setting up for future episodes. I would say this episode just made me look forward to the show more than the last one, but I think that the episode 2 had more stuff for me that I enjoyed. But I will say though, episode three's like finale kind of stuff is so good. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9. I think it was almost on par with the first episode for me. I think it was there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, maybe that might change my rating a little bit.
I
I don't think I can give
really
it a.
liked it. I really liked it. I think this is my this. By the way, I'm gonna say this right now. Um, I love what's it called? Haunting of Hill House. That show is so good. That's one of the best like horror shows I've ever watched, and I haven't seen many, but that literally is so good. This is giving it a run for its money. I'm not gonna lie to you. 3 episodes in, I'm kind of like, if they don't fumble this could be as good as that. Personally,
Dude, this show is it's the number one watch show on HBO Max right now. I think it's already number one.
it's
If
currently
you go into the app,
the number one for
yeah,
HBO Max. Yeah, it had
which
the
is
third biggest
insane.
opening, and it's been getting nothing but great. It's been getting watched constantly by numerous people, so it's helping show that people are interested in this world, and it's boosting up everything that we want for Pennywise. So I guess it's giving us more, and hopefully it'll also show that after this season, they'll probably give them more a bigger budget as well in the next seasons, which would be
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna give it a 9. I think it was as good as the first episode.
Wow, so as good as the first one?
For me, it was. Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it.
Wow. I guess the way it left it off, I'll say, is better than the first one. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if the whole episode is better than the first one, but I'll agree with you that the way they left it off is, I think, it's definitely better than the first one.
The military story was so good in this one, and not to
Yeah,
mention the kid stuff was
everything,
amazing.
everything was just done. That's what I'm saying. Everything was just done perfect. I don't know. It's hard, bro. It's really hard. But okay, I guess, yeah, I agree with you on that. I think in my opinion, I don't think it's better than the first one. But it's very close. I think the fact that we thought like the only episode that would be better than the first one is the finale, and we're only episode 3, and we're questioning if it's better than the first one, is saying a lot for the show
It's
already.
showing a good sign.
So yeah, so I mean, for so far, for the wait for how long we had to wait for the show, and we're only 3 episodes in, it's been fucking worth it. So, oh, my bad for the cursing, but it's definitely been worth it, I will say. And I low key, I have no regrets watching the show. And if anyone has not watched it, they should watch it, unless you're not into the gory stuff.
Yeah,
Like we
don't
said
watch
in
this
previous episode.
if you're not into horror. I mean, I will actually say this. At this point, if you decide to watch it and you're like and you
It's
just
at your
get
own risk.
scared, yeah, it's just at your own risk. We've mentioned it like 2 episodes already, but do you want to get into spoilers now?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well get into it. Might
All
as well
right.
just talk about
So
the scenes.
yeah, so let's start off with what I was about to say earlier.
Mhm.
So the beginning takes place in 1908. It
Mhm.
opens up with a young boy named Francis Shaw, and it shows him going to a carnival. And you know Shaw. We've known Shaw. Shaw is the general. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we get to see what connection he has towards it. It's pretty interesting. They show him going through like this carnival. We see like this little girl holding balloons. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I didn't know what that means either.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've rewatched the episode a couple times already. I don't understand still because, and I'm curious. Maybe, so this is my theory on this. The little
Mm.
girl is holding these balloons. Maybe she inspires Pennywise to take that form of the clown. I'm assuming that's what it has to mean, because
It could.
because he doesn't leave the forest, at least as far as we know, from that point. At that point, he stays only in the forest.
Yeah, yeah, because that's true. Yeah, because they've said that he only could stay within the forest. He can't leave the forest. That's why he wasn't able
Get him later, which is
to
what happens later. Is
yeah.
Francis goes through the carnival. He sees a scary man. They also show the turtle again in that in the carnival. They show like someone throwing like these like balls at like these clown figures and also this like these turtle things. So I thought that was cool. And then you also see, and this is a reference to the books and the movie and the old movie, like the original one. But his he receives a slingshot from his dad, and I thought that was kind of cool because that is definitely an Easter egg towards like in the book and the movie. Because actually in the old movie and in the book, that's what they used to hurt Pennywise. But
No, slingshots. Oh yeah, because it was slingshot the rocks and stuff like that, right?
yeah, they threw like this metal, like this little metal ball. I think I forgot what it was, but like they threw like this little
Mm.
metal rock, and it's what hurts him, because they thought it hurts werewolves, so they believed in it, and then of course it hurts him. But
Mm.
yeah, he received the slingshot, and Francis decides to go into the well, he is playing with Rose, who we meet uh like
Oh yeah,
outside,
the natives and stuff like that.
and then oddly enough, I don't understand why he went in, but it was kind of a whatever. But he went into the forest, and that's when you get a really creepy scene of Pennywise literally stalking him immediately the second he goes in. Like
Oh no,
no,
that was
like
creepy.
yeah, I thought that was really creepy, especially how he kept teleporting around different trees, and he just kept popping out like hello, hello, you know. And
Oh,
then
it made it 100% creepier. Because again, I thought the episode was gonna drop in the morning. It didn't drop until night, and I couldn't watch it until like I think 11 o'clock. So I didn't watch any of this until like really really late at night, and that scene like really did creep me out. So
yeah, it was really freaky. I thought that was so creepy. And then not to mention also the whole chase where he's running from it because it becomes elongated. By the way, the thing that he's running from is something he sees in the circus, which is like this person who's like really skinny with like one eye, and he sees that person in the forest. That person becomes like
Mm.
elongated and like grows sharp teeth and basically becomes like a creepy version of like what Pennywise usually does, which is manipulate it into becoming more big and creepy. And he's literally getting
Yeah, because
chased
the
in the
more he,
woods. And that thing was catching up quick. Actually, I thought it was going to be a really stupid scene where he was running and it looks like, oh, yeah, no, this thing isn't catching up at all, you know? But no, it caught up
right.
immediately. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, because the faster you, because you can see like throughout the chase, the more the chase went throughout, like the more he grew and the more he became faster, and then towards the end of it, that's when he became like
Big enough, it just caught him.
bigger, longer, yeah, yeah, big enough, longer, and faster enough to catch him. So
Yep. So then he grabs him, and then he's literally about to die before Rose hits him with the slingshot. And then we also see the blood rise, like how they showed how
oh
when
yeah,
he gets
that's it.
injured.
Yep, yep. That's what confirmed for me. I was like, that's it, because you could see like the blood rise and stuff like that. So I was like, wow.
Yep. And then they leave the forest, and he's like still freaking out, and she just goes, "Don't worry, it doesn't leave there," which I thought was interesting because, we learned that she's part of the Shikapi people, you know.
Mm, yeah.
That's the tribe in the movies where uh they contained Pennywise. Well, they contained Pennywise for years, they said, and then afterwards they said that they were gonna do a ritual to defeat him, but then they all ended up dying. So clearly, this is before the ritual. I'm not
Mm,
too sure. Either way, um,
I think so. Yeah, right. Has to be right.
I'm not entirely sure actually on that, but this still takes place with these people, and clearly they're
Mm.
containing it in the forest, and I think that's interesting. And I'm also kind of curious to see what they were doing to help contain it into the forest because they mentioned it later in the episode too that like she was like he's about to ask her, he's like, oh yeah, how was that thing only able to just stay in the forest, but she never talks about it. Like she gets like pulled away. I don't know if you noticed that. It was like two times where it got brought up and she couldn't answer the question. So
Yeah, sure, yeah, sure, yeah. That is very. I mean, it's a good question to ask. How do they keep it in the forest? Especially that monster, bro. Like the fact that they were able to contain it in the forest,
I'm curious to see if
kind
there's
of
gonna be
like.
some sort of sacrifices that they were doing because
I don't,
I don't know what would the
yeah.
answer be. Because clearly it's a mystery because they're hiding it from us. Like they would have
Uh,
just told us straight up what was happening. So clearly it has to be something bad. So my thought is, what if they were sacrificing children to it, or they were sacrificing their own people? You know,
mm,
I think that might
that
be
could
the
yeah
case, and that would
that,
be crazy.
that could be a theory right there. Yeah, that could be a really good theory.
Yeah. And then after all of that stuff, where we get to learn how Shaw is connected to Pennywise and why he wants to find it so bad. So actually, well, now
Mm.
we also know that he does know that Pennywise is an entity, but he doesn't have any idea of, I guess, the shape shifting nature, right? I would say he doesn't know
Oh
anything
no,
about that,
he's clueless. No, he's clueless. No,
but he
he's
does
clueless
know it's
because
an
again we've
entity.
seen. Yeah, he does know that, but he's clueless about the shapeshifting thing because again he's only seen like I guess one form of him,
Yep. Well, he did see a
and we
grow,
as we see,
but that was about it.
yeah, we just see it grow. But as we've seen like within the show and obviously within the past, Pennywise can really be anything and anybody. He's out there to be your biggest fear. So there's really no like I guess for him there's really no like imagination, like anything is possible for him to be anything. So
Yeah, I'm curious to see what their interactions will be later on. This is actually making me really
it's gonna be
excited to see the military, and I'm pretty sure the military is gonna meet Pennywise in the next episode because of later events. But we'll get to that. In
oh
present day, we're brought back to Derry in 1962 again. We get to see Lily uh, at Juniper Hill, and This is where it disappointed me a little bit. I was hoping we would see her in Juniper Hill, and she's just automatically let go right away. Like they're just saying that, oh, this is where you're gonna go. You know, I thought that they were gonna actually. I
Yeah.
thought she was gonna be there.
I, yeah, oh yeah, we did that because literally the first scene that it cuts to is just her like already leaving basically. Like there's really like no like there's really like no other like I guess I thought I was expecting more for that specific scene, but there's really nothing about it. Literally, it just cuts to I guess Lily's mom like picking her up, and then really just her like talking to the what it was like the maid, right?
Yeah, it was literally just that. It was just them telling her that if she keeps up her behavior, that she's gonna end up here. But I was just kind of like, oh, that's it. I was hoping that we were gonna see a little bit of Juniper Hill, and I was kind of disappointed by that. But later events made me forgive it. So honestly, that's why I'm still giving it as high of a rating. Because even though it wasn't a bad thing, but it didn't ruin anything for me. But I will also mention this. I did think this. So Lily was talking to this woman about what she should do. You know, you remember that?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, she was talking. She was. It was the maid. That's what I was saying. She was talking to. I guess like the clean lady maid. I forgot
Like the
what
maid or
like
something.
what it
Yeah,
was.
but
Yeah, what specifically was it? It was just her like talking to about like what is she supposed to do with like the things she's seeing because she can't really like I guess specify because she doesn't want. Again, she's the only one that can see it. No one else can, and like she tries to talk to someone about it or explain what she's seeing. She's gonna go back to Jumper Hill. So she's just talking to the maid about it. And what did the maid say again? I like specifically forgot. Like
it
it
was
was just
telling
like
her
for her
basically to find proof or something to be able to show, to be able
like evidence,
to
right?
yeah, evidence would help you. Uh, and that she also believes in her, which actually makes me question whether or not that was Pennywise, because I was kind of like, adults usually aren't this nice in this town, you know. And
Oh, 100% no.
you know what makes me question it more? They show
What?
that she doesn't have her bracelet on, her charm. She The nurse gives it back to her.
Yeah, the lady gave it back to her. Yeah, she
Yep.
didn't have her bracelet
So
on. So if anything were to
I couldn't
happen,
see it. I literally have rewinded it so many times. I can't see if the charm's on there. So I'm curious to see. Do you think that the nurse took the charm?
the turtle, it's a
Yeah.
possibility.
And if she did,
Because again, I.
that's gone.
Oh, if the turtle is gone, then Lily is like out.
She's dead.
She's gonna die. Yeah, she's gonna die because she's the only one. She's been surviving this because of that turtle. There's really no other way to put into it.
There's no explanation to show that it is the turtle, but it is 100% the turtle just based on book fact, and not to mention that she literally is the only one that has survived. Also, this is kind of jumping the gun. Uh no, actually I'll wait. I just really want to talk about the end, but let's get through this, I
Oh
guess.
no, oh God,
All
the
right.
ending is so good, bro.
Lily, we get to see Lily and Ronnie and talk again, and Ronnie's very mad at her Lily, but Lily actually convinces her, uh like she actually has a good conversation, which thank God they actually did, because I was gonna be mad, and I was gonna say that it would hurt my opinions on the show if they don't have a conversation of, hey, by the way, if I say this, I'm gonna sound, I don't know, crazy. So I'm glad that
It's good that she.
that Ronnie also acknowledges that, and that they came up with the idea of, how about we show proof. So that was cool. We got to see Lily and Ronnie have a really good conversation about trying to figure out how to prove his innocence, and they
Yeah.
enlist some other kids to help them, and we get to see Will and Rich. And oh my god, Will and Rich in this was so great. I really liked Rich in this episode. He was hilarious.
No, I'm sorry. They're gonna be a dynamic duo. I don't think they will be better
They're
than
already
Ted and
filling
Phil.
Ted for me. They're already filling Ted for me.
I
I
don't.
really
It's so
like Rich. Rich is
hard.
so
No,
funny,
no, Rich.
and I
No, Rich is
didn't
fucking
think I was gonna
hilarious.
like Will because of how nerdy he is. Cause no offense, but he's just too book smart. You know, he's just too much into the books. But I like him. He's got such
Mm.
an innocent charm to him. You know. So it's
No, he really does. Yeah,
yeah, and it makes me more sad because I'm like, come on, this guy did not deserve to burn in a fire. Oh, that's so messed up. But Also, they tease Will and Ronnie possibly being a thing. Also, I don't know
No,
if you
they're gonna
felt this
definitely be a
either.
thing.
I don't know if you
They're
felt this
gonna
either,
definitely be a
but
thing.
do you think that Ronnie and Lily have like a thing? Like,
Nah, I don't see him. I don't see him being a thing. I see, because I guess it could be like, I guess just like a scene that people don't really pay attention to. I didn't see nothing of it. But obviously the bigger one was the way Will and like, I guess on not Will necessarily, but the way Ronnie acted around Will. So I
yeah,
think they're
I feel
definitely
like
gonna be
they
a
have
thing.
something, but I'm saying that I think Lily might be lesbian. I'm not entirely sure, but I think she might be. Just because of the conversation they had with the maid or whatever, she
Uh,
mentions that like, oh, well, if you really care for this friend of yours, but it like why would she care so much for Ronnie, you know? She didn't she like they don't know each other that well. She even mentions that. We don't really know each other that well, but she does have a deep care for her. And they also show like later on like there's like a scene where like Lily was looking at Ronnie in a certain way and I was like, does she like her that way? So, I'm curious to see if they're gonna if there's anything with that or if I'm just kind of like looking too much into it, but
I
I'm
think
wondering
I
if that
guess
is
it
a
could be a
thing.
possibility,
I
bro.
think it is a
I don't. I
possibility. So
guess
I'm leaving it into the open space of wanting to see
I,
what might happen there.
what happens. I will say this though. Hold on. I'll say this. I guess for like the deep care, like about, I guess she just really cares about it. Because again, that's like, if you really think about it, that's like Ronnie is Lily's like only real friend she has. Because again, we've seen Margie's not really like a friend to Lily. And even before, like, the whole thing that happened with the dad and stuff like that, you could see that they had like a genuine relationship. So, or like somewhat. You can see that it was building up to be that. So I guess just Lily cares about Ronnie like in a way where like she doesn't want to lose her as because they could see each other being good friends in the future.
You know what
Because yeah,
else
you again
for
we've
me
seen
hints Lily being with Ronnie is
what.
well not Lily being with Ronnie, but Lily having an interest in Ronnie is that when Maddie was hitting on her, she also wasn't interested, and she didn't specify as to why. Like,
Mm, I
remember the like he
yeah
like there's that first scene, and she
yeah.
just kind of goes, "No, it's not like that. What if it's because she's not
I
interested in guys?"
I mean, it could be that Maddie caught her off guard. It was all within like a quick moment. So I
That's what
guess
I'm
I
saying.
guess it really guess.
I'm theorizing here. It's only
Yeah,
a
I get you.
game theory,
Yeah,
but
that's all. Yeah,
yeah, no, that's just thoughts. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I
mm,
wouldn't be against it. Um, and then we also get to see more of Chief Bowers and Hank, where Bowers tries to trick Hank into saying that he like took the like he was trying to trick him by having him like say that this was the cigarette brand that he would want, so that he would
mm,
be able to frame him that way, which was kind of
mm.
smart. But also we do learn something interesting here. That Hank isn't all innocent here. He's hiding something, because Bowers mentions that he's lying about his alibi and that someone saw him on Jackson Street. Which also, by the way, if you don't know this, Jackson Street is the name of the street that Georgie was killed. So that's a cool little nod.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's the same street.
Oh,
I actually had to search it up because I actually so they talked about Jackson Street. I'm like that sounds familiar. So I just searched it up like a few hours ago, and yeah, it's where Georgie gets killed in the movie. So that's cool. But
mm.
yeah, no, but why was Hank at Jackson Street at night, and why isn't he telling anyone about it? That's interesting. What do you think he's doing? You know?
Honestly, I don't even know. He doesn't seem like the type of person to do shady stuff, though.
Exactly. That's what's
But
throwing me
again,
off. I'm like, why is he hiding
again,
this?
again, I guess back in that time, doing, I guess people could get like get away with doing shady stuff like all the time, and it would be like, I
True,
guess,
but like
as
also at the
heavy as
same
cop
time, wouldn't you want to admit this? Because I don't know. He's being told that he murdered someone,
framed,
and this is literally an
you know,
alibi.
not murder somebody. Somebody.
Well,
He's
yeah, he
getting
murdered a
framed
few
picture
kids.
for three.
That's literally
For
what he's
three,
being
yeah.
told.
No, four. Four, yeah, four. What the hell? I forgot because Maddie, Susan, or Suzanne, Phil and Ted.
Yeah,
He
Maddie,
framed for
Susie,
four
Phil, and Ted.
murders.
Yep.
Wow. I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type to do a shady
That's
to
what's
do
throwing me
shady
off because I'm
stuff.
like, why is he hiding this? You know. So
Yeah,
there's
that's true.
clearly
I don't
something
know. There's
there.
a lot.
That's interesting. And
Oh,
then
there's a lot of theories about that. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of there's just so many things that like you can really theorize with like so many of these episodes, which is why I'm digging this show so much. There's so many like different things where you're like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Which by the way, I hate in a show if they don't tell me after like a few seasons, or like at least two. Two is my max where I'm like, if you don't tell me something that's going on, you start to annoy me. Um, unless it's really good. But for a show like this, I really like it just because it's gonna tell me by the end of the season, or at least give me enough to where I can
100%.
theorize things where I'm like, that is awesome, you know. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to like what a lot of these will unravel to be. And we also get to see more of the military. We get to see Dick Halloran using his shining ability with the slingshot,
Mhm.
and we get to see him in the air. And he has a great scene. We finally get to meet Pennywise, like kind of. This is the closest we've gotten to meeting Pennywise, where
Basically, yeah.
where he catches
Uh,
Pennywise off guard. Literally, he goes like, "Who are you?" You know. So
yeah, cause he's the only one that could really like track. He basically is the only person that could track Pennywise to find out where he is and stuff like that. And the way they may seem like is that they want to put him like right on top of Pennywise. And I guess Pennywise felt that threat, so I guess Pennywise just went to him instead of him going to Pennywise. So
well,
that it was
he's looking for Pennywise, and
no, yeah.
Dick Halloran ends up going into his lair because he's traveling with his mind. But Pennywise is kind of confused because he's like, "You have an ability that most people don't have." So he was very interested in Dick, and also, not to mention, he's also very interested in. Now he knows what's going on, so now he's actually kind of like. Now Pennywise really knows like what's going on, so he's definitely interested in all of the military things that are happening, which is why I think we're gonna get a lot more of Pennywise in the next
Mhm.
episode, just because of that. So that's gonna be
I'm
cool.
hoping for what it
Um,
seems like. I'm hoping.
yeah, and also not to mention as well, um, there's like we don't know what the shining ability really connects to. We just know that people
Hmm.
have it in Stephen King's universe, but
Hmm.
uh, there's hints that the shining couldn't be connected to the deadlights. So I'm curious to see if this show is going to answer that, because there's a bunch of different sort of abilities, quote unquote abilities, that exist in Stephen King's universe, like the deadlights, which is what Pennywise has, the shining, which is what Dick Halloran has in the shining. Um, Not to mention also in Carrie, she has psychic abilities, which could also be linked to the deadlights. We don't know that because we know that I think they say her father in Carrie that had a similar thing. And then same thing with Dick Halloran. They also mentioned in The Shining that uh, his grandmother could have full on conversations with him, and he didn't even have to say like she wouldn't have to say a word. She could literally speak through her mind. That's how powerful she was. And we do get to see the grandma here, and we see her basically say, "Boy, you better run because um, he was about to die."
This ain't no threat. Yeah, because this ain't no entity to mess with. This is probably the most powerful entity to ever come across.
This is the most powerful.
The-
This is one of the most powerful. I'm not entirely sure, just because I haven't read all of Stephen King's books, but this is definitely
Mhm.
one of his most powerful creatures that he has in the Stephen King universe. And I mean, it's been around since literally the creation of man. So been well before the creation of man. So that's something to also look at. But no, Pennywise literally like has extreme powers, and the second he figured out he had psychic abilities, I mean he literally was already using the fear strategy on him. He was making him feel like he was back in the war. He was using past people. So like yeah, Dick Halloran almost died. He almost walked off the airship that he was in because he was in a helicopter, right?
He was in not a helicopter. It was like I forgot what they're called. It was like a military helicopter.
Yeah, it
It
was like a
was I
military
forgot what the name
helicopter
is called.
where like the back opens up. I forget what they're called exactly, but he was in that, and it was Leroy, right? He was piloting it.
Leroy and Rosso, but Rosso. Oh, we got to see Rosso finally.
Yeah, we also
I
got to
was
see him.
excited to see Rob. I was excited. I hope we can see him more. I feel like he's gonna be a funny ass character.
Yeah, he
I feel
looks
like
pretty
him.
cool.
I feel like he's gonna be so. But Rosso and
Yeah, Leroy.
flying it,
Leroy
and
had
then
to stop Dick from walking off the ship.
again throughout the whole scene though, you can see that Rosso and Leroy look at him like he was crazy though. Like again,
Well, yeah,
obviously
because
from
they
anyone's
obviously don't
like
know anything about
perspective,
the
yeah,
ability.
yeah, his perspective. But yeah, no, he saved them, and then again like that whole scene with Pennywise with Dick, dude, that scene was so like we get to see the clown, the I forgot the clown stage that we saw from the movie, and then we get to
Oh
see
yeah,
that
the
scene
cart.
where you see all the yeah you we get to see like that specific scene where all the children
All the
that he's
children he's
killed and stuff
taken.
like that.
Yep,
Yeah, then we see
we're
obviously
all seeing them float.
and then yeah we see Dick's grandma telling him to basically what you said, just run, like just run away from this because he's gonna die. And then obviously Leroy almost ended up killing himself, but then oh not Leroy, Dick almost ended up killing himself, but Leroy ended up saving him. So thank God for that. But you can see that Dick was freaked the fuck out though.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he was completely shook because again I don't think this is probably the most like powerful entity there's out there, and this is probably gonna be the first time that he's come across like something like this. So
Yeah,
that
I don't
was
think we know
insane.
anything about him crossing paths with anything before, but we know that for sure that this is an encounter that he's definitely gonna remember, and
That would be crazy.
it was really cool to see their first interaction because it was something that was building up since we know nothing about this encounter in any sort of like other series,
Uh-huh.
and it was awesome, and I'm looking forward to the next episodes with that. But also, let's go back to the kids where they have a séance and in the
Oh
graveyard.
yeah.
And all because of
Well,
Rich.
Rich, dude, Rich is hilarious, bro.
Rich
I
is
love
like,
Rich
"Oh
so much.
yeah, I know how to do a séance." And he's like, "Well, I heard it from my cousin, and I also heard it from my uncle, partially." He's like, "Oh, what was it? It
Oh
was
wait,
that
hold
the
on, wait.
scene
We're
where he's like,
skipping.
what?
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say we're skipping a couple scenes, but we're skipping where obviously Lily and Ronnie went to Will and Rich to talk about this, and then they both thought that Lily was crazy. But then we also get to see it broke my heart. We get to see the scene where he brings them to like the I guess the clubhouse.
Oh yeah,
Right,
that was
you can
cool.
see
I skipped
yeah,
over
it
those
made me
because they weren't really anything big, but it was cool to see that they're using the clubhouse
mention
still.
it.
And then also,
Uh,
I guess while we're talking about it, Will and Rich were eating burgers and they leave, and I kind of low key went like, bro, Will can't afford going out like that, you know? Like Will and Rich are not in the best of like money wise. I would never believe in a world that they would leave that food there, you know? Like,
yeah, that's
I
true.
don't believe that would be the case at all. Like, heck, if I started walking away, I would have been like, "Yo, give me a second. Like, let me just eat on this real quick." Like, you know, like what? I thought that was crazy that they left, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we get to see them interact. It was cool. We get to see Will definitely has a crush on Ronnie. Rich is making fun of and also telling him, "Oh yeah, you definitely have a crush on her. I know a crush when I see one." And then
It's because
also
with Will, he's so oblivious. He doesn't. He's so oblivious.
oh, he's very oblivious, but we get to see him kind of realize that there might be something there, which is cool. And then we
But
get to see
uh,
Ronnie and Lily talking about how they need help to be able to make photos. And Will's like, "I'm a nerd. I know how to." So he figured it out, and he does it. And but they need to take the photos, so they have a séance, which is what Rich gives the idea of, which I really love
dude,
the
Rich is
scene when
hilarious, bro.
well, I really love the scene where they're all doing the seance and then Rich just goes, "Oh, give me a second, I gotta pee." And then they go, "Wait, but you said we can't leave." He's like, "Oh no, my cousin said I can leave for like a little bit." And he's like, what the? Like, it was such a little kid thing to say, you know? I was like, it was
Dude, no,
awesome.
he's hilarious. He's gonna be hilarious. But when he says that Lily caught. Didn't your uncle say that? And then Rich was like, yeah,
I only heard
but then
part
I
of
heard
it.
it from this
Yeah.
person. I've only heard this, and then you could see all of them crashing out. We're like, what the heck? You made me do all this for nothing? And
Hmm.
then obviously
But it
that
did work.
towards that, it did work again. But hold up. But then towards that scene, you could see Will still not believing Ronnie. Ended up Ronnie ended up getting upset, like really upset. They ended up biking away, and then when Rich and Will with Ronnie and Lily, that's when we get to see the scene where the seance actually worked, and we get to see, I guess you could say, dead people come alive. Which again, I don't know if you realize or recognize again, but I feel like they're giving massive hints. You realize that the three people that were chasing them,
Yes, I literally pointed it out.
the Suzanne and Ted, and the only person that
We
we
even see
didn't see
Susie.
once again. Oh, Susie, yeah. Oh, I guess you could say Maddie, but we've seen Maddie before with the decaying face,
Yep.
so I wouldn't count that. But the only other person we don't see again with any type of like, I guess dead like
We didn't see him floating at all as a
like
ghost.
yeah. I forgot what was like what's the word
Phil.
dead with like no, not
Oh.
the not I know who Phil, but I'm talking about like I forgot what the word's called. I can't think of the word, but
Like,
I guess
their
like
spirit?
no, like relatance. I forgot how you say that. I forgot the word.
I'm not too sure, but yeah, no.
But
The
I
only
guess you could.
person
I
that we
guess
didn't
yeah.
see out of that whole group
Was
was
Phil.
Phil. Phil still hasn't been seen. I'm so curious. What is the choice of this? Because it's so odd, and this
He's
has
gonna
to
be
be a
alive.
hint. If this isn't a hint to anything, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm not even
No, it
lying.
has to be. Again. This is back to back. Okay, this is back to back episodes where we've seen. Oh no, I guess you could say three because again,
Literally,
in the
all three
first one,
episodes have shown him not like
yeah,
quote unquote dying. We didn't see him die.
yeah, because
We heard him get like bit or something, but we didn't see him die. In the first episode, where everyone gets
the
slaughtered
second
brutally.
one, his face wasn't decaying in the cereal boxes, and
Yep.
his face was the only one that didn't decay. So it wasn't like all like Ted, Suzanne, and Maddie's were decaying. Also, his was the only one that didn't decay.
Uh huh. And then now
His
episode three, he just doesn't even
his,
appear like with the other ghosts, which is kind of making
his
me go
desperate.
like,
Yeah.
what is this whole thing? Also, by the way, I don't care if it's too early to say this, but I'm just gonna say it right now. That was an iconic scene for like the It franchise. Them running in the graveyard, them like riding their bikes in the graveyard and like switching the cameras around. I love that scene. It was
Mm.
so good. It was
Yeah, I
amazing.
just the only issue I have with it was just the CGI, bro. I don't know if
Oh
you
yeah,
hated that
I
part,
will
dude. The
say the
CGI
cloud,
was
like the
sucked.
mist, was so weird. Like when it was actually
No,
no, I
no,
will
no.
say this. I didn't mind how it looked for the most part. The only thing that bothered me was when they showed like the front view, where they showed like
Mhm.
the like where we get to see like the front of the kids while they're riding their bikes. It looked so
Yeah,
weird.
it looked bad.
It
It
looked
looked
bad. It looked
so
so
bad. It
fake.
looked so.
But but
I was so upset at that because all the scenes before this were like so like beautiful and stuff like
yeah, it
that. I
looked really
guess and
good.
like it was quality. It was really good.
Yeah.
That specific scene. I guess the more important scene. Again, the CGI sucked, and I was like, no. But then they make it up. They do make it up. I would say at towards that
Yeah,
they do 100% make it up.
they made it up with that whole they made it up with well, I really love the chase scene, so it's still like it still was able to be saved for me with that. But I
Yeah,
didn't like the front views. I will say the rest of it didn't bother me. I thought it looked actually pretty decent for the most part. The only
it
thing
was
that
just the
really bothered me
front.
was the front view. They did the front view like 3 or 4 times and I was like, this looks really bad. Like they shouldn't have even
It
done
wasn't.
this. They could have cut that out and I think the whole thing I wouldn't have complained at all. It would have been just fine. But
Yeah, but throughout the whole chase scene, you can see obviously them running away, getting chased. Again, the only one that wasn't there was Phil. So I hope there's still there. For it seems like there's still a possibility he could be alive.
yeah,
It's
I'm
a
curious what
big
this means
if.
because this has to mean something, and if it doesn't mean anything, I'm gonna be mad. But I really
Yeah,
hope it does.
you
But
can make the argument because of Maddie wasn't there also. But again, we've seen with Maddie where his face decayed. So
Yeah, we also
you
saw
know,
him die. Like we did literally
yeah,
see him die. So
yeah.
that's
And
another thing with
Phil, with
that.
Phil again, with Phil, this is like back to back to back episodes where like they've kind of teased that there's still the possibility of him being. But again, this is a big theory and what if. But hopefully, our
Hopefully it
theory
pays
becomes
off.
true because that would be crazy. Yeah. But and then we obviously see them getting chased throughout the whole scene, and then we do see Lily capturing or attempting to capture a photo, and she does,
They all
I guess,
captured like a
successfully
photo.
succeed. Yeah. They
Yeah.
succeed, but they end up dropping. But it was like a whole like Scooby Doo scene where like the camera keeps on dropping and everyone keeps on trying to grab it and stuff like. It
Yeah,
was
it was a
funny.
little cheesy, but I liked it. I still liked it. I thought it was really cool. It was a fun way to incorporate everyone, and then Will gets separated, and he ends up going into like this
Oh,
area,
ho,
and we get to
ho,
see
ho.
Pennywise's hand, and that was amazing. And then he takes a picture,
It was a
and
quick. It was a quick.
yeah,
It was a
you
quick
get to
scene
see his
too.
hand
It was.
in the distance. Then he takes a picture, but we don't get to see what he took a picture of right away. And then we see him going in and starting to explore go like they start to go into the school, which by the way that scene was really funny how Rich just like flew in there when
Dude, no,
I laughed so hard. Rich
all
just
you,
fell and you just hear
dude, and then all you hear is, and then he's like, I'm pretty sure I broke my rib or something.
yep.
Nah, bro, Rich is hilarious, bro. He's gonna be. I'm telling you, him and Will are gonna be. Then you have funny and nerd.
Yep,
That's gonna
it's
be
great.
the dynamic duo.
Yeah, no, they're great. And then we get to see them like actually revealing the photos, and we get to see like the photos like going through entirely. We see Susie, we see Ted, I think, or is it Maddie? I think it's Maddie. Um, and they
No, because remember, Maddie's and Phil wasn't body wasn't there. It was the uncle, because again, you remember that Rich mentions that it was like, uncle, is that you? And then you're pretty sure it was like the uncle or cousin you could see,
No, I'm
and
saying the
then it
photos that we
was
get to look at.
Suzanne.
I know it was Susie, and I know it was either like Teddy or Maddie. I don't remember which one. By the
Oh
way,
no, Ted. It was, oh no,
okay, it was
yeah,
Ted.
Ted. It
Okay,
was Ted. It was Ted, Suzanne. Those are the only two photos from like the dead spirits they've seen.
yeah,
Because like the uncle wasn't captured,
yeah, and
and then
then
we
they
get
show
to
the
Will's
reveal,
photo.
like the last photo where
Dude,
we see Pennywise for the first time,
he
and
looked mad creepy.
yeah, the photo. By the way, also I will say when they were like, "That's a clown," I'm like, "What do you mean that's a clown? How could you tell?" like I don't know. It
That is
didn't.
true.
I didn't feel like that. It was like an obvious clown looking thing, but it did look like something. And
And he seems so calm about it. Why would it just be a clown down there? They were like, oh, it's a clown. It's like,
yeah, no. But I will say this has me so excited for the next episode. Like we're gonna finally see Pennywise. This definitely, I have no doubt in my mind. And if it isn't, I'm gonna sound like a dummy, but whatever. I have no doubt in my mind right now that Pennywise is going to appear in the next episode.
they're teasing a lot about it. I don't know. Imagine it could be like they could be teasing a lot. Tease a lot
They've been
in the
showing
next
so much of
episode.
him, and they showed so much more of him in this episode than the other ones. They showed they showed him they showed his hand in this one. They showed his eyes pop like twice, and then they showed the image of like the taken picture image. So
Yeah, no,
they
I
showed a
see.
lot
Yeah,
more
he's
with
got up
this one.
here.
Where I'm like, no, they're
He's got
definitely
up
gonna show
here.
him up here. Also, this is the first time we actually get to hear Bill Skarsgård do the voice for Pennywise, which was cool since we haven't heard him actually talk at all in this like whole thing. You know, we've only
No,
seen his
yeah, it's
eyes.
just his eyes, and then now we've heard the voice, and then now photo we've seen the whole body.
Yep.
Again, creepy ass photo. I don't know, that photo gave me like creepy vibes.
Oh yeah, it was good. I loved the whole end. The whole graveyard stuff was great. The military stuff was great, especially with Dick Halloran. It was so great. I loved so much in this episode. That's why I rated it so high. When I watched this, I was literally like, "My God, this is amazing." And yeah, no, our next episode I think might be our first like 9.5 or 10 out of 10 episode. Um,
If Pennywise appears, it's gonna
if
be
Pennywise
like a 10 out of
appears
10.
and they do it right, oh my God, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be a 10. It has to be a
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
and
I wonder if he's gonna either appear within the military or if he's gonna appear with kids.
I think it's gonna be the military. I think he's gonna like we're
That
gonna see him
has to be
start
right,
taking out the
because
military men.
I guess yeah, because Dick poses like a threat to Pennywise because he's the only one that could really like interact with him in a way
Yep.
where
Well,
like no one else can.
he interests. Well, I guess he interests it because it doesn't know what he has because he's
Yeah.
never encountered anything like this. This is his first, as far as we know, this is his first interaction with another another like person with abilities like he has. So I'm curious to see what is going to go on with that.
And
And
this is this is Dick's like first entity he's came across, and that's gotta be like terrible luck.
oh yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
well,
so-
actually, if you think
it's
about
just-
it, he deals with the hotel and he deals with Pennywise. Like those are literally like the two worst options you could have. You know?
I mean, yeah, there's low key, there's no win-win scenario, and then the deal and to add on top, he's dealing with Pennywise. Like, there's just no way. That's just
Yeah.
terrible luck.
And also, I
That-
mean, we know his fate in The Shining, so that's also a thing there too. But I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with next episode. I am so excited for it. But I guess that's all our theories, right? Like that's everything we've thought of. Like what? Like, do you have any other thoughts right now?
um, nah, I don't think I do. I guess it was like the main theory was just the
Phil,
Phil.
yeah.
That was the biggest one, and I hope. I'm hoping they're teasing that for it seems like there's still a possibility of him being alive, or
I
we
wonder if
could
he's
just
gonna
be
be
really
floating.
that's true. Or we could just be really delusional, and this could all be for nothing. Which I'm hoping it's not. I really do think the way they've been teaching him is that he's alive. So,
Yep.
but in terms of like theories, like that was just the biggest one. I guess it's like what seeing Pennywise is gonna pop up in, like the military or like or with the children, and I guess we both agree the military. So, but yeah, no, I think that's really it. Like, fantastic episode. Have no complaints. I think again, I might agree with you. I think it could be. I think it probably is better than the first one. I think just hearing about it now made me realize that I think it is better than the first one.
Yeah,
So
I
I might
really
have to
loved
change the
it.
rating. I think well, because I gave the first one like a 9, right?
Yep.
Like, oh, my bad, my bad. I guess okay. I guess it's just barely better than the first one. I'll change 0.1 or 2, like a 9.2. I think it's better. I think just from like
I
reviewing
have
it
it at a
now.
9, so I'm gonna I have it at a 9 because I think the first episode I gave it an 8.5. So
Yeah,
um
I give the first episode 9. So I guess yeah, a 9.2. I think it's barely better than the first one, but just reviewing it now maybe that's
yep. So I'm keeping mine the same. All right.
uh
And now let's go
and that's
to
it.
the movie tier list.
First man.
Yep. So we have the Tobey Maguire movies, the Andrew Garfield movies, the Tom Holland movies, and last but not least, the Miles Morales movies, the Into the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse movies. Um so I guess we'll start off with the first Spider-Man movie, the Tobey Maguire one. Where do you want to place that? We have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, or F tier. I know
This
where I want to
S
place it. I
A.
want to hear what you're thinking. You want to place it
I
A?
guess A. Well, where would you place it?
I place it S.
S?
Yep, I love that movie.
I would place the second one S. I would. I guess because it jumps. It takes a big jump, bro. It really does. Like it goes from like really good, and then it goes to like considered one of the best. Like I guess
I love the first
super
one so
superhero
much.
movies.
Green Goblin is so good in this movie. I love the music especially. There's like a theme they use constantly for like whenever the Spider-Man has to like make a big choice or he does make a big choice. Also the ending is so good in this movie. I love the ending in this movie. This one actually has my favorite ending of all three movies where uh he says where MJ tells him that she loves him, and he says
Mhm.
that he doesn't love her because he doesn't want her to get hurt, and he walks away. And then he has that whole speech where he's talking about how this is his gift, this is his curse, and you see him swinging. I
Mhm.
love that ending. It's so good. And then you also get the setup for Harry becoming evil. This movie is like S tier for me. I love this one. I'm okay with putting it bottom of
Yeah.
S. How's that? How's that?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's because I feel like the second one is just way better. I feel like that those are two like at our own separate tiers. I
So
guess yeah, I could agree with you.
so
I guess
bottom of
yeah. Okay,
S.
I'll put S. I'll put S. Yeah, I'll put it bottom S.
Okay, okay, all right.
I think the second one is an S though.
So
The second one's S.
Spider-Man 2. Okay, this is where we might have to start disagreeing on things like later down the line. But this is
Uh,
my favorite Spider-Man movie. This is my second favorite Spider-Man movie.
no, so S.
Yes, but it's like we'll get to it. But yeah, so top of us right now, right?
Yeah, top S. Top
Yeah, there's
S.
no. We'll talk more about it in a bit. But I mean,
I
I
guess, I
really
guess, I guess, yeah. If anything, we'll rank it, and then we'll talk a bit about it, and then after we rank everything
we might change it.
about what, like, yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay, okay, that
All
makes
right.
sense.
Spider-Man 3. Man, this is kind of
You go
hard.
first. You go first, because you know about. I watched it, but you know more about these movies more than I do.
Okay,
So
so Spider-Man 3 is not a good movie technically. It isn't. Okay, so this is how I would say this movie is, and I know some people aren't gonna agree fully with this, but um, I like this movie. It's bad, but I really like it. So I'm just gonna say this. I think that 70% of this movie is good, and the 30% is what really kills it because the 30% is really really bad. Like the Venom stuff is really bad. There's nothing good about that besides the one action scene where we get to see Spider-Man and Venom falling and they have like a really cool like fight. I love that scene, but that's the only scene we get with those two. So Venom's bad in this movie. The turn of Harry turning good is bad, and of course the emo Peter Parker is really bad. But I will say,
oh
I
yeah,
can
because in this one he's emo, right?
I can watch this movie. I can watch
Oh,
this movie. There's only one scene I cannot watch at all, and I'm not even lying to you. Every time I've rewatched the movie, I'm like, this movie's amazing. But
yeah.
the one thing that
It, it,
that isn't that holds it back for me from saying that is
Mhm.
the scene where he's at the place where MJ works and he dances with Gwen. That scene, I always forget that scene. It's so horrible. It's so bad. It makes me cringe. I actually can't watch it. It's so horrible to watch because he literally does like a shirt thing where he like moves his shirt and gust of wind hits Gwen somehow. I don't know how that makes sense or how how he defies like it's just really bad. It's so bad. That scene is really, really bad. I have a hard time watching that scene. But there's so much I love in Spider-Man 3. It has one of my favorite fights in Spider-Man. Literally Harry versus Spider-Man when he's like with the ring. That scene is literally one of the best scenes of the whole of all like in terms of fight scenes. It's so good. The whole chase in the alley is awesome. The It literally has one of my favorite scenes in any movie. When Sandman's getting born, when you get to see him like trying to build himself up and he has to grab like his daughter's locket. I love
yeah.
that scene. What else? Oh, the scene where we get to see Spider-Man and Harry team up. The scene where Sandman and Spider-Man fight each other. There's so much I love in this movie, but it hurts because there's like a small portion of it, but it's just really bad. So I'm actually gonna have to say for this movie, I'm thinking based on the other ones because I don't know where I want to put it right now, but I'm gonna put it at a C.
At a seat.
Yeah, what do you think?
Um, my fault. I'm sneezing out right now. Um, oh fuck, bro. Um, I don't know. Man, because with I don't know. I really like the Tobey Maguire. I guess the third one. I guess I will agree was definitely the worst out of like the first two. I think the first two were like peak at the time.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa,
But you just at the what?
whoa. At the
What?
time.
No, at the like, I guess like
They
at the
always are
time,
peak.
like, oh, okay, bro. All right, let's relax here, bro. Okay, let's calm down, dude. Okay, let's relax. All right, the new Spider-Man movies are gonna be better. Okay, but besides the point, though. Um, I'm joking. I'm only joking.
It sounds like you're saying choking right now, and it's funny. um,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
uh,
Okay, I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen.
so
Okay, I'm joking.
where are
I'm
you
really
putting
not
Spider-Man
though.
3 though?
I guess yeah. See, I can agree with you. Just because the scenes that you're that I like got, including the emo shit, the emo stuff, really like kind of like ruins it. I don't know why they like went him being emo in that movie, but and then like I guess the whole scene with Gwen, yeah, scene, and then like but
Oh,
I get like I do say the action scenes I really do enjoy. Like again,
the actions
but
literally might be one of the best action we've gotten from Spider-Man,
yeah,
besides Spider-Man 2.
Toby and Harry teaming up and stuff like that.
Literally,
I
the
like
fight
it,
you got with the ring
stuff
is
like
so
that.
good.
I enjoy those scenes, and obviously the scene where Harry sacrifices himself, save Toby, and then all that. Like, I guess action in that that movie is really so that's what makes it up for it. I guess I'll say this: the bad stuff is just really bad, but then
Yep.
the good stuff is what makes up for it.
Yep.
So that's like there's a bunch of good scenes, but then like when you have those bad scenes, it's really, really, really bad.
Yep.
So I guess I agree with you. Like C or like it would be. I guess if it was gonna be B, it would be like at the bottom of B, like at the bottom of B.
We can move things though. We can always still move things. But yeah.
This year.
Also, I forgot to mention, literally, this movie has one of the hardest scenes when Spider-Man gets the black suit and he's swinging around. He's like, "What is this?" And not to
Oh yeah.
mention also that scene where he's on the church and you see his head like going down with the rain in the black
Mm-hmm.
suit. That scene is so good. All right, now let's get to the Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I know how I feel about this, so I want you
Uh,
to go first.
Andrew Garfield,
Yep.
the goat himself.
Oh.
He's better than Tobey Maguire.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. Nah. Obviously, I think we can all agree. Definitely the two worst Spider-Man movies they've ever released.
Oh, thank God.
In terms, I guess if we're including like the animated Spider-Man ones, then yeah. But even if we just include them and we only include like live action, those are definitely like the two worst. I don't know. Like from when I watched it, like I watched it a couple of times. I never really like I never hated it. I didn't think it was like all that amazing, including actually Tom McGrath. Like I just like hated it. I thought it was just a okay movie. I don't know. I just enjoyed some of the scenes, including the relationship with like Ben and Andrew. I don't know. I enjoyed that. And then I really never hated it. Like I just thought it was an okay movie. Like it definitely had like and you can tell that it was not going to be that good. But I never really thought it was like the worst movie ever. I just was like, oh
It's all right, you know. Yeah.
yeah, it was alright. So I never really hate it. But if I had to rank it, I guess D. Because if we put the third Spider-Man movie in C, or like I guess if we do move it,
So you do think it's worse than the third one?
yeah, I don't think it's worse
Oh,
than the
thank
third one.
God. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
no, I literally said in the beginning
This is a bit
the Andrew
controversial for some
Garfield ones.
people, but I will
Yeah.
say for me, I don't like this one. I don't care for it. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like his suit in this movie. I don't like his relationship. I guess I don't like his relationship. I'm okay with his relationship with Uncle Ben. I just think that it was alright. It wasn't anything special. Um,
Yeah,
and
because like, look at the relationship that Tom McGuire had in the first
I
one. Those were
love the relationship with Uncle
yeah,
Ben in that movie.
that's
It
what
makes
really
me
that's what me.
it like for the longest time I would cry to that scene because of hearing how he dies. It's
Yeah,
so hard to
because you
watch. It actually feels real. He's literally like saying
they
like
also yeah
begging for his life.
they they went all out for that relationship. That's what makes it up for us. Yeah, I agree with that. They didn't really again like and that, I'll tell you like I guess it was just a Spider movie to be a Spider really put like thought into it like the first one. So
Yeah, so my big issues with it is I don't like his suit. I feel like the suit looks so trashy. But my biggest complaints with this movie is that I don't like how They just set up the whole oh, who killed Uncle Ben, and then they just drop it and never go back to it. Like they literally drop the storyline. You know?
Yeah, that is true.
You
Yeah.
never he literally like the whole
Yeah.
reason he becomes Spider-Man is to find his killer, and he never once goes back to it or ever thinks about it. They never mention it again, so it's just a storyline that just gets completely dropped. They tease stuff with the parents that they don't ever do anything with in this movie, and they certainly don't ever do anything with the next movie. They also my main issue, and I will say it's something that most people love about this movie, but I feel very mixed about it. I will say though, Gwen and Peter have great chemistry. Like
Yeah, see, that's what I agree with you. The
they have
relationship.
amazing chemistry, but I don't like how rushed it feels. It feels like to me, I mean, and you tell me if you agree with this or not. To me, it feels like that we went through the first two movies storyline literally within this one movie, like the Tobey Maguire one, because he's literally talking about like Gwen Stacy, like how he wants to reveal his secret to her, and he literally reveals it in one movie when they've barely had any interactions. Also, to me, it didn't feel like natural for them to fall in love when he takes pictures of her. I thought that was really creepy, and they just kind of glossed over that. Like if that was a guy that didn't look hot, I'm just gonna say this right now. That's creepy, man. You know?
They were in love. They were in love, man. They do. I'm telling you, when you're in love, you look creepy ass stuff. I would say, but you know,
It was still weird. And I also just didn't care for the
oh,
lizard
100%, 100%,
either because I
hundred
felt like there
percent.
was just like they were just kind of like, well, you know him from the first three Spider-Man movies, so I guess you should know him here. So I didn't really care for the lizard in this one, and his whole like stupid "I want to turn everyone into lizards" was dumb. So I didn't like that. So for me, I'm fine with that. And where do you put the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
The second one.
Yep.
Do you think the second one is worse or better than the first one? I mean, they're both bad, but I'm saying like, what would you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this movie's better than the first one. Um, Purely because I like the music better, I like the suit better, and I also like Gwen's death. Gwen's death is really amazing, and it's honestly what carries the movie for me.
It's sad too the
It's
way she
really
dies.
sad.
Dude, that
Yep,
shit's
they did a really good job with
brutal.
her
That
death.
is. It,
There's so much bad in this movie,
uh,
though. There's actually, I will say, to me, there's worse in this movie, but there's so much that's awesome in this movie that actually makes up for some of the bad. Like even though I hate what they did with Green Goblin, the Electro fights were awesome. I didn't like how Electro was or how he like acted.
he looked.
Yeah,
Oh,
how he
yeah.
looked
But
or acted.
the fights were raw.
But the
The
fights were
fights were
raw.
raw
Yeah,
though.
they were sick. The way he like swings around and everything was amazing. Also Peter has like this is probably the most comic accurate Spider-Man suit we've gotten. So that's also a thing too. I still prefer
Yeah.
Toby's though, but that's just
No, hundred
bias.
percent. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay. And
Uh.
then yeah, Green Goblin sucks in this movie, but the Gwen stuff is amazing in this movie, and the Peter stuff is also pretty good. Well, not the Peter, but the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Also, it has one of
Yeah,
my
I had to
favorite
bring you.
scenes in sorry about that. But it has one of my favorite
No, you
scenes
go.
in Spider-Man, which is
Mm.
it's a stupid scene, but it's where he's dirty. He has like all this like dust on him, like
Uh,
from like a fire or something, and he's like in his bed, and then Aunt May comes in, and she's just like, "Oh, ma'am, I was cleaning the chimney," and then she goes, "We don't have a chimney," and he goes, "What?" The way he says it is so dumb. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. It's so good. Well, it's such
no,
a funny scene. Like what?
no, it's hilarious. No, no, I was like, if I had to rank it, I'll put it bottom of C, like the bottom,
Bottom of
bottom,
C?
bottom of C.
Okay, I'm okay with that actually. I would
Yeah,
raise it from
bottom
a
of C.
D. I
Because
had it
again,
at D
if we
originally,
might,
top of D, but I'm
yeah,
cool with bottom of C.
yeah, because again, we might change Spider-Man 3. We might put it bottom of B. I think that one goes bottom, but we'll leave it for until C
Yeah,
is where I'll put it. And then the first one is I guess, and we can put it in the D tier list and whatever wherever it goes there. We just leave it. So
yeah. So next one is Homecoming. Um,
Tom Holland.
yep. I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, hey, I don't think it's better than. I don't think it's better.
I don't.
deserves to be in the S tier,
Yeah,
but it's really good though.
it is really good. I really like it. There's a few complaints I have that I'm like, this doesn't really make sense. And I will say, there is one thing I really don't like in this movie, and it's the Shocker. Shocker sucks in this movie, but Vulture's amazing. And every scene Iron Man's in is a peak. So,
100%, 100%.
I also really like Liz in the movie, and
I like Ned. I
Ned
like
is
Ned too
great.
in that
Ned is
movie too.
great. I really like
Ned is
Ned. And
hilarious.
I feel so mixed about Ned though. I really wish it was Harry so that they set up like a goblin story, you know? But
Uh,
Ned is just so good where I'm like, I kind of forgive you. But I will say
yeah.
Flash sucks. Flash is not Flash. I mean, I really like the character. He's really funny, but it is not
Uh,
Flash.
it's not Flash from the first movie where
It's
he
not
was like
Flash at
all
all in any
mighty
of the
tough and
movies.
stuff.
Even the Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield movies got Flash better. And they
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
yeah, and they just made him so wimpy in these movies. They made him a joke. I wasn't a fan of that.
But I guess besides like all like those points, it was a really good movie.
Yep.
We could both agree it was a really good movie.
Yeah, the
I
only thing I
enjoyed
feel
it.
like
I
it
had
lacks in is action, but besides that, I feel like it really just does so much that I really like.
yeah. I have no complaints with it. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I think like once or twice, and then I already know. I guess like just like I would prefer more action scenes.
Yep.
But I do like the scene with Vulture and obviously Tom Holland and stuff like that. So I have no complaints, but I wouldn't put it in S tier. I think the Tom Maguire ones are just like kind of like on the tier of their own for right now.
Yep.
But I think A is a reasonable one. I'll put it.
Yep. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Yeah, that's going in F. No. No, that's definitely
that,
going S.
yeah, I would say I think that's like the probably. I think low key, it wouldn't be crazy to say that all three of those movies could be S tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this right now. It's going for me. I feel like it goes underneath Spider-Man 2.
It doesn't. No, but I'm talking about like, would it be crazy to say that all three of those Spider-Man movies,
Oh
like
yeah,
the
they're
animated
perfect.
ones, would be
They're
an S
perfect.
tier? Yeah, it
These
doesn't.
three are
That's
perfect.
insane, dude. Okay, we'll talk about the rest of them later. But Into the Spider-Verse, oh my god, bro! The music, the action, I guess you could say like the build up for the relationship with Miles and Gwen. Dude, everything in that movie is like perfect. I guess I have no complaint. The relationship with the parents,
The
the
uncle.
dad, the uncle. Oh my, the uncle too, dude. Oh my god.
I
Oh,
love this
brawler,
movie so
dude.
much, but I'm gonna say it right now. For me, it's below Spider-Man 2.
Dude, that's a dude. That's you could make an argument. It could be better than Spider-Man 2.
I can
You
totally see
know,
that,
you
but
know, you
I'm
know.
gonna tell you why I like Spider-Man 2 more. I like it more because this movie hits me more emotionally. Like even though I know Into the Spider-Verse does so many good things with like taking over the mantle of Spider-Man and everything, but for me, I really connect with him struggling with having to deal with managing his life and and him wanting to give up his power. The scene where he talks to Uncle Ben in his head, where he's like saying or Uncle Ben offers his hand and he's like, "Take my hand," and he literally looks at it and he
Mhm.
starts crying. He's like, "I can't. It's too hard. I can't be Spider-Man no more." Like that scene is a little is that scene makes me cry sometimes. It does. It really hits me hard. I really connect with that
Dude,
emotionally, and
I know I love that scene too, and like the relationship. I am a big like relationship person. Like if they do have a good relationship, I kind of like do get a little dude.
also Doc Ock
Into
and
the
Spider Man.
Spider Verse. That is true, yeah. But dude, Into the Spider Verse though, the music, like,
The
everything
music
about
is
it is just
amazing,
peak.
but the villain is
It has
better
Sunflower.
in Spider Man 2.
Okay, uh, but bro, you didn't like Brawler?
Prowler's good, but he's not the main villain. It's the Kingpin,
Uh, I enjoy King. Yeah, I
and
guess yeah,
Doc
that's
Ock is a
true.
better villain.
That's the only that's the for me. I guess that's the only thing that like that's the only thing I was. I don't think. like then it's I don't know, dude. It's hard. Oh, but it's an S though. We wouldn't have to like discuss it about it, but it's S though.
Okay.
It's peak. Like
Far From Home.
uh,
I'll tell you where I put
where
it.
would you put
I
this?
put this B. I felt
Yeah.
it wasn't as good as Homecoming because actually I will say this. I just rewatched the Tom Holland ones. Um,
Uh,
yeah, it was just B. It was all right. It was pretty good. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm a sucker for Mysterio, so honestly, I really liked Mysterio in this movie. But
mm.
besides that, there's just so much that's wrong with it. Especially just Spider-Man in general. He's not really Spider-Man in this movie. Like he doesn't want to help people. I have a real big issue with that.
How you Spider-Man, but don't want to help people.
Exactly. So that's where I'm like a little mixed on. But I still like it. And I mean, I'll just say this right now just to say it, but I'm not the biggest fan of MJ in these movies and I didn't like her in this movie either. So, but
You
that's
don't
just
like
personal.
Zendaya?
I don't like her in these
That's
movies. I
controversial.
don't. I know it is
That's
controversial.
controversial. You might
I
get
think the
out.
actress is good. She does a good job. I just don't like her portrayal of MJ because I don't like the portrayal they're using. I prefer MJ to
Yeah, you
be
got.
like the way she is, and she's just so different. She's like even in the Tobey Maguire ones, she is different, but she still has characteristics that have the same. She has the same background where she has an abusive like family household. She's an actress. Like they have things that are there, and in this one, she doesn't have any of it, and I'm not a fan of it, and they just make it really awkward. And I don't know. I just don't feel a chemistry in this movie for me personally. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's over with. You got a podcast canceled. It's over with. Well, we had a good run while it lasted.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, where do you want to put it? B's good.
B, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
B. I like the Stereo and Spider-Man scenes, but I guess it's really it. Like this, is really, it's just again, it's just like it's a good movie, but I would it's not better than Hulk. So I'll agree. Yeah, let's just B.
All right. Across the Spider Verse.
Who S right?
I'm putting it S. I'm gonna put a Tom of
It
S.
has to be, dude. I don't think that. I'm telling you, I don't think all the anime movies I think are all S. I think, and it's
I think
crazy to
these four
say.
are an S. Yeah.
I think it's crazy to say that I think each of the anime ones get better too.
Yep. So far. Let's hope the
To
third one
S.
cooks. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above Spider-Man too. No Way Home. I'm
It
gonna tell
has to
you,
be.
I have a very controversial opinion on this. Where do you want to put it?
Oh, we're not talking about Across the Spider Verse.
What?
You don't want to talk about Across the Spider Verse?
I mean, there's not really much to say. We already know what we think. Like, I guess I'll say my thoughts. Better. It has just as good of music, if not.
No,
It,
no, dude.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
tell
see
you.
that
I'm gonna
part. I
tell you
don't
right
agree
now.
with you.
I know you don't
I
agree with me,
don't.
but I love the soundtrack in this one, and I did listen to it more than the first one, which actually
I
shocked me.
know, but
Better animation, a more big
100%. Yeah.
story that I actually and I will say this: Spider Into the Spider Verse is a better Spider-Man movie. Across the Spider Verse is a better movie. It does everything a sequel needs to. It expands on everything. And I'm just gonna say it. I am biased to this. I love that Spectacular Spider-Man appeared. Literally peak for me. And by the way,
That's
we're
it.
gonna have to review that at some point, and I'm gonna have to watch that with you because you have missed out on that, and that is a literal peak show.
Did you say like it cuts off on like really good scenes?
I know it does,
Yeah, why?
but it gives you so much that you have to watch because there's so much that is amazing in it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
but
good.
if I'm watching so much of it and it cuts off and never gonna release,
Wait, whoa. We might get
mad.
something. We might get something in the third movie. We don't
Oh,
know.
oh Lord. Oh
We don't
Lord.
know.
Spectacular.
I don't know. I think I'm just being a little
Don't.
crazy, but I want to
I'm on.
believe.
Don't look. I was delusional in the first Welcome to Derry show. Okay,
I'm delusional whenever it comes
I,
to Spectacular. I want something to happen. But yeah, no. Also Miguel. That's all I gotta say.
Miguel. Oh, hold on, wait. Are we gonna talk that we think Peter's gonna die? We might as well say now. Peter's
Oh
gonna.
yeah,
We
we
think
think Peter's gonna die in the
die.
third movie. There's no doubt in my mind that Peter's dying in the third movie.
We okay. We'll say it. So we definitely know someone. 100%. It's gonna be important. It's either it could be the
Yes, yeah, you
dad.
cut out there. Yeah, we think that the
Oh,
dad's gonna die. We think someone's gonna die.
it's someone important. Someone pretty important. Where is the dad
I don't think the dad
or
will die, but I think Peter B. Parker will die. Well, not Peter B. Parker. I think it was.
dude? No, Peter. I forgot what Peter was, but oh my, I'm gonna cry. I'll low key cry if he dies.
I might cry. I might cry.
And
But yeah, so
then
that's peak. That's like we've agreed. Also, the spot. I mean, the
that
spot is amazing.
spot.
The
So
spot is so good. He
bro,
starts off
it's
as a
crazy.
joke, and he literally becomes a freaking beast. It's so
He
good.
becomes the most powerful villain in that thing, bro. There's no, it's insane. But yeah, no, that's probably the best Spider-Man movie
Yeah, for me
out
it
of
is.
the bunch. I think it is probably the best Spider-Man movie until the third one drops. If they do the third one right, that would probably surpasses the Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep. All right, and now No Way Home. Where do you put this? I'm gonna hold my thoughts.
Actually, no. Where you put this? Because you just said that you have
I don't want to say
things
it
about
until
it.
you say it. So you say it first. What do you think?
No Way Home. Because that's the one with all three. That's the one, obviously, with the Doctor Strange. I guess S, right? It would have to be.
Oh,
Wouldn't it have to be
I'm gonna
all
say
okay?
this right now.
All three Spider-Man was were introduced. You have the scene with Doctor Strange. All the villains, all the good villains back. I guess you can ignore the Amazing Spider, but you have Doc Ock, you have Green Goblin, you have, and then you obviously have the everything like the villains. Everything was just good about it. And
I'm gonna
then
say this is
I
top
don't.
of
I
B.
it had to be S. Top of what?
Top of B.
You put B?
Okay, I'll tell you why. So I rewatched this
What
movie.
the fuck?
I was really looking forward to it, and I had my nostalgia glasses off on this rewatch, and man, there's just so much that's bad in this movie. Like, there's a lot that I really love because obviously the interactions between all of them is so awesome. Seeing Green Goblin come back is amazing. Seeing Doc Ock come back is amazing. Like seeing all these villains come back and interacting with each other is like a dream, you know?
Mhm.
But the story doesn't make sense. And so many of the characters are not themselves. And it's just bad. It's really bad with it. I'll list off the things and you tell me if you disagree. Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man was a really bad scene. Doctor Strange should have caught him instantly. He literally has a teleporting
I,
device that could teleport him into a prison.
I think Doctor Strange should have whooped him,
Yep.
but
So I thought that was a bad scene. What do you think?
I guess yeah, that
Okay.
is true. Doctor
Now
Strange is way more powerful.
let me go through the list and you're just gonna agree with me or not. Uh,
Uh,
Green. Actually, I'll go start off with the easier ones. Sandman is dumb. Why is he fighting on? Why is he on the opposite side? It makes no sense. Sandman literally was a good guy in the end of Spider-Man 3, and now he's a bad guy out of nowhere. Like we literally see him working with Spider-Man, and then afterwards he just decides to work with the villains. It makes no sense. Also, why is he fighting to stay on this planet? He wants to go home. He wants to go back to his daughter, right?
yeah, that's true.
Okay. And also, wait, actually, also, let me add on top of Sandman. The curing him makes no sense either. Why are they trying to cure him? He's not evil.
That's
Okay.
true. Wow,
Electro?
I didn't think of this.
Why is Electro here? He doesn't even know who Spider-Man is. All the other villains know
See
who
that?
Spider-Man is underneath the mask. Electro doesn't.
See, that's why I told you to ignore the Amazing Spider character.
What?
That's why I told you to ignore those villains. See, when you say it, you make me realize that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna break it down for you, and this is why it hurts to say this because I love this movie, but I don't think it deserves to be rated as high as everyone praises it. Lizard. Also, wait, actually, let me go back to Electro real quick. Electro is also curing him, kills him. They literally mention in the movie, oh, wait, when I was fighting Spider-Man, I had him. I was right there. I was feeling the power going through me. And, oh shit, was I about to die? He literally says that in the movie. And, so curing him is the idea and sending him back to when he was being electrocuted? He's literally gonna get fried.
That's
Yep. And then also, I'd like to think that Sandman was flying, because if it takes place like literally at the end of Spider-Man 3, when he's flying away and he falls, so he's gonna lose his powers and just fall from the sky, right?
yeah. I didn't see. I didn't think of it this way.
Lizard, Lizard, Lizard doesn't have really anything bad. He's just kind of there. But I will say that curing him, they mentioned that he was fighting on top of a building. Like he mentions it. So if what I'm thinking is the scene where we see the last time we see the lizard is Lizard fighting
Mm,
Spider-Man on top of the building. This
mm,
changes a lot of things. A, Captain Stacy doesn't die possibly, or if it takes place
mm,
afterwards and Spider-Man's literally falling off the building, Spider-Man dies.
mm,
Like Lizard saves him because he has both his arms, and then he loses it because he's turning human, and then he's able to save him though because he catches him with his other arm that he's about to lose. But I mean, if he doesn't have his powers, Spider-Man dies. So
yeah. Wow.
there's that. Doc Ock is poorly represented. They make it seem like the arms is what made him evil. That was never the case. In Spider-Man 2, he gets hurt. The arms do have their own minds, but they're not controlling him. They have to convince him. There's literally a whole scene where he's talking to the arms, where he's like, "I, I miscalculated. Peter was right." And then the arms are talking to him, and then he goes, "I couldn't have miscalculated. No, it was working." And then he gets convinced by the arms to do this. So them fixing the arms doesn't automatically make him good. It's not at all the same character. And then like at the end too, what does curing him do? Like giving him a better fighting chance? He still dies. He has to sacrifice himself.
Yeah. Wow. See,
Um
when you're putting it this way,
yeah, exactly.
so good question over.
Green Goblin, also definitely not the same person either. Even though I will say, love the Green Goblin in this movie. He is so awesome. Willem Dafoe, one of the best performance he was giving out there for Green Goblin. It was so good, but it's not the same character because they even show in this movie that he's that like the Goblin is taking over him. That was never the case in the
Uh,
first movie. They literally mentioned how he was completely conscious during all the things that the Goblin was doing because he was the Goblin. He was pretending to
uh,
be bad. It was never like a two different people. It was literally just him. It was only him using his power because he finally had power to use. You literally see him
mm,
in the end of the movie of Spider-Man 1 going like pretending that he was like all normal, but he was never normal
mm,
because he was evil. He literally pretends. In No Way Home, when he gets cured, quote unquote cured, uh they they show that he doesn't remember anything. He's like, "Oh, what did I do?" Which doesn't make sense because that's not at all the Goblin.
yeah. See,
Also, if they
see,
cured
I'm
him
not
too,
trying.
he also still dies. The glider's still coming towards him.
Yeah, that's. Don't you know how to like not ruin a movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like this movie has so many flaws, but it's so good with so many other things because Tobey Maguire appearing is so awesome. Having them all appear and having them all interact is so cool. But like, yeah, no, for me, I have to put I'm gonna say at least bottom of A.
Yeah,
I think it's not as good
I
as
was gonna
Homecoming.
say, yeah. I guess okay. I'll take it out of S because I think S is like for peak big movies. Yeah, bottom of A. I think it's reasonable. Yeah.
There's a lot wrong with this movie, but there's a lot that they did so good that makes it so amazing.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then you said
Okay.
you wanted to raise Spider-Man 3 to B, to bottom of B.
Yeah, bottom. I think bottom B is good, right?
I'm okay with that because I like the movie. I know it's not the best, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and then Amazing Spider-Man 1 to S, obviously.
So okay, so let's go through our S right now. Our number one is Across the Spider Verse, right?
Yeah, and then
Spider-Man
number two is
2.
Into the Spider-Verse. What?
Uh,
Dude, you know it's better.
I
Okay,
like Spider-Man
look,
2
take it.
more.
Okay, I know you do. Okay, but look, okay, this is the same thing with the con. I love the Conjuring. Better, it's better. You know, Into the Spider-Verse is better. It's better just as a movie. Take away that emotional scene with Ben. Again, I love it. I really do. Okay, I do. But take it away.
But you get the
It's
train fight scene.
yeah, I know. Okay, but you look at Into the Spider-Verse. You get more the same amount of good action.
They
You know,
reference
it's
the
better.
train scene in Into the Spider-Verse because the train scene is iconic in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, yeah, okay, but you know Into the Spider-Verse is better. You know it is. By deep down in that heart of
I don't know. I they're tied to me.
Armand, you know it's better. It's the same thing with The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring. I think it's one of the best, but you know when a specific movie is better, it is.
Yeah, like The Exorcist was better.
Yeah, okay, a bullshit.
Okay.
But besides the point, though.
That's a crazy statement.
Besides
Um
the point, though. You you know it's better. Deep down
fine,
in your
fine,
heart, you
fine.
know it
I'll
is
move
better.
it. I'll move it. Just because I'm okay with it. So our as tier number 1 is Across the Spider-Verse. Our second one is Into.
Mm.
Our third one is Spider-Man 2.
Dude, that's cool, bro. That's insane. But again, mentioning it, that's it. Possibly all three animated Spider movies are 1, 2, and 3.
They might be. They might be. Let's hope. Spider-Man 2 is our number 3. Spider-Man 1 is our number 4 on S tier. A tier, Homecoming.
And then wait, hold on, we're missing one.
What else are we missing?
The Amazing Spider-Man. I told you to move it up to S. What are we talking about here?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore you. A tier, Spider-Man Homecoming. And then
And
No Way
then
Home.
No Way Home, right? Yeah, and then B is
Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man 3.
I feel like it's a little wrong to see Spider-Man 3 this high, but honestly, I'm okay with it because I like this movie. So I know people are gonna not
It's
be
it's
happy with
not
this, but it's our list. Screw it.
it's not bad. I mean, it's at the bottom of B. Like it's either B or C, so which is not that bad.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to I just don't want to put it next to Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then Amazing Spider-Man C bottoms. Oh no, I guess C, and then
And then Amazing Spider-Man 1 is D.
Yep, and then that's it basically. And then I'm predicting now. But what's the new one coming out?
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be S, and I think it's gonna be better than Spider-Verse.
I'm gonna say
I think
this
it's
right
gonna be
now.
number
I
one.
think it's gonna be below Spider-Man 2 for me. I think it'll be
No,
below.
no, you know,
I'm
it's gonna
holding my
be way better.
expectations. I'm holding my full expectations. Also, Brand New Day, I think is gonna be like A tier.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're making another one, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
How
say it's
about
gonna
that?
be A tier. I don't know exactly where to put it, just because I really have no idea what to feel about the
Mhm.
movie. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now.
Dude, I can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse, but that's gonna be insane.
Also, I guess we'll mention we've been busy, so Black Phone 2, Black Phone 1 review won't happen today. We'll try to do it next week. Same thing with Has Been. He also hasn't been able to watch Has Been. But I will say, I'm just gonna say this right now. Episodes 3 and 4. Oh my god, episode 4, literally one of my favorite episodes of Has Been Hotel. It is so good. You have to watch it, Christian. It is amazing. Literally, I've been repeating the song in my head. It is amazing. I love the song. There's so much that's good in this show. And 5 and 6 also 5 and 6 haven't come out by the time of this recording, but it will be out when this is uploaded. I'm very excited for 5 and 6, and yeah, you gotta watch this because we gotta talk about this. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll say this though, my sister showed me a show called The Runarounds. Amazing show, by the way. I'll say this right now.
Ooh.
I'm watching it with her. Or I'm finishing it. I think I finished it with her because because it was on I forgot what we watched it on, but she showed me it because she wanted to watch it, and fantastic show. It's about a rock band. I would say, Armand, I know you like that type of stuff, I would recommend watching it. It is really,
Check
really
it
good.
out. And I think
Yeah,
that's
my
about
sister
everything
recommended
that we have to talk about on our podcast, right?
Yeah, that's it basically. Oh, we'll probably do another,
Oh yeah,
and
we
this
might
time
do
we'll be
another
doing
tier list. Yeah,
Transformers.
yeah. You cut out a little bit
Transformers.
there. Sorry.
That. Oh, my bad. We'll be doing movie tier list, and it'll be about Transformers, and that we do know a lot about.
Yeah, we'll
Big
talk about
Transformers
that, and
fans.
that'll definitely be controversial, um, especially with me.
No, I think no. Oh no, yeah, I guess we will disagree. We kind of agree on a lot of the stuff.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um,
What does that mean?
we'll see. Uh,
No, don't worry. It's not gonna end
this
well.
has been
It's
a
not gonna end
very
well.
fun episode of the podcast. Sorry for making it a bit longer than usual. Hopefully the editing will short it down. But or else I think
Hopefully,
that's everything, right?
yeah. So thank you guys for watching our podcast. Hope we continue this going well, and then yeah.
Yeah, please subscribe and like this video. Also, leave a comment and let us know what you would like to see from us. And I think that's everything,
Yes,
right?
yes. No, that's it
All
with
right.
Dynasty Watch. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right. Peace.